Hey guys, this is Eli Swagger, and today I'm going to be talking about compression and what you use it for and what it does. Okay, so the compressor is basically you're taking a signal from audio and you're making the low parts in volume and decibels go higher, and then the higher parts go lower, but you're bringing all of that up when you use makeup gain in volume. So basically, let's see that in action. All right, I'll record something without compression. All right, so I'm recording this, and I'm not going to use compression the first time I play it back, but the second time I play it back, I am going to use compression, and hopefully you guys can see the difference in the stuff. Yeah. Okay, so what I was doing is I was trying to make a little bit of a dynamic difference so that you can see the difference in compression and non-compressed audio. So let's just listen to that. Alright, so I'm recording this, and I'm not going to use compression the first time I play it back, but the second time I play it back, I am going to use compression, and hopefully you guys can see the difference in the stuff. Yeah. Okay, so that's non-compressed. Then we'll copy this, and we'll put it in this track, and we'll use the compressor. Alright, I don't know why I don't really need an EQ on either of those. Okay, so we'll arm the compressor, and let's do a gain of like 3, ratio of 3. And every time it goes above the ratio, it's gonna reduce, like let's set our threshold, and we'll. Alright, so I'm recording this, and I'm not gonna use compression the first time I play it. Every time it goes above this line, then the ratio is gonna reduce it multiplied by that many times. So it's gonna take, if it goes a decibel over, it's going to reduce it by 3 decibels. If it goes 2 decibels over, it's going to reduce it by 6, and so on and so forth. The attack and release are how fast the compression kicks in from the raw audio signal, and then how long it decays after the signal is stopped. Alright, so let's listen with some basic peak control. Alright, so I'm recording settings. Alright, so I'm recording this, and I'm not going to use compression the first time I play it back, but the second time I play it back, I am going to use compression, and hopefully you guys can see the difference in the stuff. Yeah. Alright, so there's compressed, and I'm recording this, and I'm not going to use compression the first time I play it back, but the second time I play it back, I am going to. Alright, so you can notice a little bit of a difference. It's kind of subtle, but the biggest difference is that you can hear all of my breath noises and stuff in the compressed audio, and that's because it's bringing the low part of the audio and making it louder. And that can be bad if you're having a really breathy singer sing, so you don't always want to use compression if you can avoid it. But if they're being like super loud and then super quiet, you really need to use compression. The best thing I can tell you to do is try to splice out all of the breath noises you can if you're doing it in post. That's just the best way to avoid that. Alright, so that's basically what compression does. Let's actually export this, and we'll see the difference in the waveform. We'll just call it ASDF. Export that. Get it from here, and bring it back in. Alright. It's warped right now. Alright, so there's a subtle difference because I didn't have a huge ratio, but you can see that it's a little bit louder because of the makeup gain, but it's also keeping these a little bit quieter and these a little bit, making those a little bit louder. So let's set the compression to a ridiculous level. When it's set to basically infinite to 1, it's considered limiting, and limiting is usually used when you're mastering, and it just makes everything more squishy. So let's use a limiting, or almost limiting, and then we'll turn the threshold way down. Actually, let's test this here. recording this, and I'm not going to use compression the first time I play it back, but the second time I play it back, I am going to, so you can see how it makes it quieter as this yellow bar moves down. And that's the ratio. If I make the ratio less, it's going to be. So I'm recording this, and I'm not going to use compression the first time I play it back, but the second time I play it back, I am going to use compression, and hopefully you guys can see the difference. All right, so let's export that. It's a little bit ridiculous to do that because you're getting a reduced number of decibels that it's making the louder parts actually quieter than the quieter parts, which is not good, but let's just for education's sake, let's export that and see what it actually did. Yeah. So pretty much this is as loud as the loudest part, and in here you can tell that this is not even close to as loud as that. So that's what compression does. If you guys have any questions, you can always comment on this video. Please subscribe and like if you found this useful. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Eli Swagger signing out.